Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Abdul Qayyum, and on this channel of professional management consultants, I will discuss various skills which are important and the various experiences I will share, and various skills which are important for the finance professionals who are working in the corporate sector. So let's start with our today's topic, which is activity-based costing. I will share the slides and we will go through it, inshallah. So activity-based costing as a tool for pricing. Activity-based costing basically is a method for assigning indirect costs to the product or service which we are using by using this cause and effect relationship. Basically, we have to build up a relationship of cause and effect. I mean, what is causing the cost and how it is affecting the product, the manufacturing process. So we will analyze the activities that go into them, and then the resources which are consumed by these activities. Current business environment, we talk about that how the current business environment is working and how we need, why we need the ABC system. Nowadays, due to this global competition and the technological innovations, markets are going to be the buyer's market. And everyone is very well aware of all these prices and the market trends and everything. So in this global competition, we have to be competitive as well. So with more detailed and accurate information, we can adopt new techniques like total quality management, process engineering, and just-in-time. So it's a single sale if we lost, due to this competitive pricing or something like that, that will be a loss to the business. So ABC system is useful for the competitive pricing of the prices, and it's for the mature markets. The new products pricing may involve some non-costing price determinants as well. So basically, this activity-based costing is for mature markets and for mature products and the competitive pricing methods. So if we see the globally, activity-based costing was introduced in 1980s by some Japanese companies. And it was an era when the production was shifted from labor-intensive production to the capital intensive, the machine-intensive productions. So basically, here is a chart like how many percentage of manufacturing is in the manufacturing sector. 30 to 50% firms are using this ABC. Financial services 15 to 25%, public sector 12 to 18%, and healthcare is 6 to 12%. So in large, few industries who are using, not that big part of the services firms which are using this ABC system. So what are the symptoms when we we are comparing like a doctor who is analyzing a system? So here we will analyze that what are the symptoms which then we can find that these are the symptoms and we need an ABC system. If industry or firm or manufacturing concern is its overhead cost constitute a significant portion of its total cost, then we need ABC system. Product lines are different in volume and manufacturing, we need ABC system. Product lines are numerous and diverse and they require different degree of support services, we need ABC system. The manufacturing process or number of products has changed significantly from labor intensive to capital intensive. So we need, if it is a labor capital intensive or machine intensive, we need ABC system. Here we will try to understand through a case study, which is as follows. Like there is a company XYZ and they are manufacturing two products, product A and product B. Product A is talk about product sales price is 2,000 and direct costs are 800. 1280 is the indirect cost on the basis of the labor hours, and the total cost is 2080. So it's making the 80 loss of 80. In the same, meanwhile, the product B is its costing and it's making a profit of 500. So a customer, there is a scenario that a customer asked for the quotation of an order of 2,000 units of product A. It's a big order, and to means a lot for the company. And the company, on the basis of the last year pricing, last year cost sheet, quoted a minimum price of 2,100 with a minimal margin. They are making total cost is 2,080, and they are offering the price 2,100 for product A. And in the meanwhile, some of the competitor quoted the price of 1,900 for the same product. Now definitely the customer will go for the competitor one, not for us. So management asked to inquire that where is the problem, why, how they can offer this 1,900. So here the management accountant came in the picture, and he found that okay, direct costs are direct, they're the same for the material and the labor, they are same for us and for our competitor as well. So problem is with overhead allocation. So what he did, he assigns he suggested that overhead costing allocation, like on the labor hours basis, it should be changed, and it should be on the ABC system. After analysis and after everything, he suggested overhead allocation ABC system. So for the implementation of the ABC system, there is a process which we have to follow. And we will see that we have, first of all, we need to identify the cost object, then identify the costly activities required to complete these cost objects, and then we assign overhead cost to the activities identified, cost pools, which we call them the cost pools, and then identify the cost drivers for each activity, calculate the overhead rate for each cost driver, and allocate overhead cost to the products on the basis of these cost drivers. Here is a practical example how we will like this. So first of all, we need to identify costly activities required to complete our cost object. Our cost object here is product A. So to complete this product A, we need to follow these activity to perform these activities. Basically, what is activity? Activity is a process or procedure that consumes overhead resources. The goal is to understand all the activities required to make the company's products. This requires interviewing and meeting with the personnel throughout the organization who are involved in the manufacturing and all these procedures. So after meeting with the personnel and throughout the company, the management accountant identified the following activities as having the major impact on the overhead costs, which is, first of all, purchasing material, setting up machines, running machines, and assembling products, and then inspecting the finished products. So these are the activities which are required to complete the product A. So in the next slide, we will see like assign overhead cost to the activities identified, like the cost pools. This step requires that the overhead costs associated with each activity be assigned to the activity. Like cost pool is formed for each activity. For the purchasing material, suppose this cost is 1.2 million, for setting a machine 1.6 million, running machines 2.7 million, and so on. Total fixed cost is 8 million. Purchasing material 1.2 million includes all the everything, like for the salaries which you are paying to the purchasing staff, or the fuels or logistics support which are going for the purchase, and if there is any government duties and taxes, everything. So sorry, taxes will not be included. The other things which are the part of the purchasing should be the here. And the meanwhile, like setting up machines, everything which includes the labor, which includes the spare parts, which includes the any other electricity for this setting up machine. So everything we will, annual cost for these cost pools we will identify. First of all, like this. Then we will see what are the cost drivers to for these activities. I mean, a cost driver is the action that cause the cost, like that drives the cost, which increases the cost. So the cost associated with the activity, identifying costs drivers, requires gathering information and interviewing key personnel in the various areas of the organization. Here are a few activities like purchasing activity. Cost driver is purchase requisitions. So annual cost driver activities, 10,000 requisitions we have made. Then setting up machines. Machine setups are the cost drivers. 2,000 setups we have made during the year. And then running machines, machine hours are the cost driver for this running the machines. And we assume that we gather the data from the last year, that is 90,000 hours, and so on. Like this, we have identified the activities and we have identified their cost drivers, and we have gathered the data in the last year that how many cost drivers were incurred to perform this activity. In the next slide, we will see we will calculate the overhead rate for each cost driver. Suppose purchasing, we will see that one activity is purchasing material, cost driver is purchase requisition, annual cost is 1.2 million as we discussed in the last slide, and the cost driver activity is 10,000 requisition we have performed in the last year, and activity rate is 120. One purchase requisition is costing us 120. So on for the other activities as well, we have calculated their activity rate. Then allocate overhead cost to the products. Overhead costs are allocated to the products by multiplying the predetermined overhead rate for each activity by the level of cost driver activity used by the product. Suppose for product A, we have assumed that it requires 7,000 acquisitions, 1,100 setups, 50,000 hours, machine hours, and assembling 200,000 hours, and so on. So product B, we need like this, 3,000 acquisitions, 900 setups, and like this. The total are this. In the next slide, we will see that how we will allocate the overhead cost to the products. So purchasing material activity rate is 120 per purchase requisition. For product A, we need 7,000 requisitions. So total cost overhead allocated for the purchasing of material will be 840,000. This activity rate multiplied by the activity. So same with the other cost product B and the other activities. We have calculated the cost, and total overheads allocation to product A is 5 million and product B is 2.9 million. So overhead cost per unit is 5,000. We have produced 5,000 units of product A and 1,000 units of product B. So overhead cost per unit is 1,004 for product A and 2,980 for product B. So here is the comparison of conventional and ABC system. In the conventional costing for only product A, I have made this comparison for only product A. 2,000 units we are selling, 800 is direct cost, 1,280 was our indirect cost on the basis of the labor hours in the conventional costing. So total cost will be 2,080, and we are making a loss of 80 dirhams or 80 something. And then there is an ABC system. In this ABC system, same 2,000 is the price, 800 is the direct cost, and here overheads are different, 1,004. So total cost will be 1,804. And here in the same price, at the same price, we are making a loss of, we are making a profit of 196. So it is found that the product A was overcost by 276, and then we can also offer at 1,900 with 96 profitability. By eliminating these cross-subsidization of costing, we can reach to the market competitive price. I mean, we can also offer 1,850 to win this project. I mean, this we just shifted the costing from conventional to ABC system, and this we have removed this cross-subsidization. The product A was consuming the cost for this product B. Actually, cost was incurring for product B, but we was charging it to product A. So after this ABC system, we just removed this cross subsidization, and we came to the real cost. So there are some advantages of activity-based costing. We can find more accurate cost information that leads to the better decisions. Increased knowledge of the production activities leads to the process improvement and reduces cost. We can, due to this activity-based costing system, we can distinguish between the value-added and non-value-added activities that will lead to process re-engineering. And then we provide ground for the reduction in cost, definitely. And then ABC provides accurate measurement and estimation of each product or services cost and subsequently profitability. ABC is very helpful in cost controlling and project pricing, especially for construction company. Total value determination in the competitive world. So meanwhile, there are some disadvantages of ABC system as well. ABC costing is very costly, basically, to implement and maintain. So ABC costing is itself is costly because we need the more data, we need the more time, we need the more resources to calculate it. So unitizing fixed costs can be misleading. Data produced, how it can be misleading, like data is coming from all sectors of the production, manufacturing, logistics, stores, and the people are not well aware of this importance of data, like the finance guys. They are not, they take the things lightly sometimes, and sometimes, I mean, it could be misleading. Data produced through ABC costing system can easily misinterpret and can lead towards wrong decision. If there is a small mistake in any basic data, that will cause, I mean, that will totally put us into a wrong direction. So the main thing is the reports generated by this system do not conform to the generally accepted accounting principles, because they are not GAAP and the IFRS as well, International Financial Reporting Standards. They are not adopting this. They have some our conventional costing system, that this purchase plus I mean the other the things that they take the things in the conventionally, not in the ABC system. So this is an approach for just for pricing and for decision making and for better understanding, and that could be a part of the cost reduction plan, but not the annual financial closing or something like that. This GAAP and this IFRS are not confirming this system. And then activity-based management. Activity-based management basically is the use of ABC, activity-based costing, from product costing to a system-wide integrated management tool that focuses on reducing costs and improving processes and decision-making. ABM classifies all activities into value-added activities and non-value-added activities. Suppose what could be the non-value-adding activity? Like storing a product that doesn't add any value to the product. So, but it costs us. So we will reduce this non-value-adding activity. And then non-value-added activities, our don'ts, and the cost of moving or storing the product start to sale. To reduce or eliminate the non-value related activities and therefore costs. So attention to ABM is part of the continuous improvement of operations and activities. This ABC is also a part of like process re-engineering. We are making the new processes, we are eliminating the non-value adding activities, and we are focusing more on the value adding activities, and we can control them properly, and we can reduce costs through it. So that's all for activity-based costing system. If you have any question, you can mention in the comment section. I will try to understand. I will try to respond on all these questions. Thank you very much.